Well, we've got the green light, so we are ready to go. I will call the meeting to order. I reckon roll call. See, we're all here, but Jeff. Jeff wasn't able to make it. No guest today. So now I will take a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion approved.
Motion by Arliss to approve the agenda. I'll second it. All in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The agenda is approved. No public comments. Now we need to approve or modify last month's minutes. Everybody should have a copy on the handout.
Motion to accept.
Got a motion by Arliss to accept. I'll second it. All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The minutes have passed. We'll let Miss Carolyn catch up. Don't think we have any unfinished business. I guess whenever you want to start, Ben,
Okay.
give us an update.
Carolyn asked about the, Ms. Duke there asked about the grant that we were looking at. I was wanting to say I met with those guys yesterday. I had another group to come in and give me a price that was a little cheaper. But I didn't have any a good idea of what the other guys exactly had. The other ones had itemized bids, so I met with them yesterday and got a little better idea of what they were offering in their bid. So it looks like they have got the best. The one we was talking to start with does have the best program. But all that does is, well, I say all, it does quite a bit, but it cameras will be on the bottom of the car giving us a condition of our roads, and we can pull that up on our computer at any time and look at that one road. We can take a road and see how many sections are bad and need repairing, and get a way better idea of how much it will cost in much less time than going out and measure it and everything. It's right there on the computer ready to go, and however fast we can type it in, we can figure out about how many square yards and get a good estimate on what it would cost to do a repair. That, and that helps us a lot for our budgets. We know how much we've got to spend, and this way we can figure out how much we can spend.
So
It
it tells you
also-
the width. I mean,
It gives you, if you got a bad, we got some stretches on Asbury Road, for instance. The shoulders are kind of going away. It's not but about 18 to 2 foot wide, 18 inches to 24 inches wide, but it's kind of long. Got several places like that, and we can, with this new system, we can get on our computer and pick out how many square feet's on that whole road or any section of that road. It also will give us the condition of our signs, our striping, and our guardrails. So
So it's gonna have,
we can pull that up anytime we want to. So basically, we can see how much money we got, and we don't have to worry about overextending or underdoing it either way. We can get a lot better idea what we can do. Anyway, that's what that grant is for. And then the other grant that came before that one's for, I hope everybody, I know everybody didn't get on and do the survey, but we got that survey done, and they got the results on it, and they're working on a plan for that grant. Now, that grant can go as high as $15 million or something like that, but 20% match on that is gonna limit us on what we can do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, matching grants, they're good, but you gotta,
yeah, I think on 5 million, I don't know what my math's right or not, but
Is it
it's
5
about
million? would be $1 million.
It'd be $1 million.
Yeah,
a million to do a $5 million job, so
yeah, yeah,
it adds up.
yeah. It's nice they give you the 4 million of it, but
Yeah, it
when
is,
you-
but
but when you don't have the million
yeah,
to put up,
it's kinda like going broke buying bargains or something, you know?
yeah,
It might be something that, you could go to the commission with,
That's-
and, if we could get a real bargain on something, to get them to cover half of the match or something,
right.
or 2/3 of it.
Yeah, we'll see about that, but, I'll have a lot better way of, telling exactly what we've got, and what it's gonna take to
I
to
understand
fix
it
it.
much better, and I appreciate all that information, and
Yeah.
I know other people will too.
Yeah. The other things are dump truck. We finally, the one we've been looking for 2 years, I think. I think they finally got it finished, so we should be getting it sometime next week. They say.
Yeah,
We'll see about that.
yeah.
And other than that, we're working on stuff in the shop still. Been repairing a few things out on the road. We've been able to patch a lot of potholes last few days after it got warmer. That snow kind of it always starts potholes, and it did again this time too. So
Yeah, I saw them
that's
out.
just part of nature, I guess.
I saw them out. I passed them today.
So we're working on them hard as we can, and we'll try to have you a road list that we're going to try to pave. I'll try to have that next time we meet. Hadn't hardly got that. We've been thinking about it a lot, but really hadn't wrote anything down yet. So hopefully next month we'll have us a paving list.
Oil prices staying pretty level, or
Yeah, over the last 3 or 4 years, they've pretty much been.
yeah,
They went up a little bit a couple of years ago, and they hadn't gone back down. So they're.
yeah.
I don't look for that to move much.
I don't. Yeah,
Rock prices, we're gonna bid out our rock and our paving and all that kind of stuff in May. I think guardrail, striping, all that gets bid in May, so I believe that's right.
You see
And-
guardrails and what else?
Guardrail, striping, paving, and stone.
Dillon's bid, is that just a 1 year bid, is it a 2, or is it?
Yeah, and most of the time they've got a option to extend the bid for another year if they want to.
Okay, that's why I didn't think you'd do it.
No, sometimes we don't have to do it every year, but I think we're gonna have to this year. I think we got all of them extended last year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that I knew that you didn't have to do it every year, so.
Yeah. Well, that's about all I got. I think Joe's got us a little report on what happened during the snowstorm. The work we did on that, so we'll let him have it.
We didn't do much. We did a little bit. When we had the snowstorm on the 10th and 11th. We spent $5,500 restocking our salt bin. I think we said, was that 100 ton?
Let's see. It was about 60, wasn't it? 50 or 60. They was bringing in 25 tons at a time last year.
And we was already
And
low.
we used about 2/3 of it,
Yeah.
I figured, or something. So, yeah, about 60 tons.
We did a lot of salting.
Yeah, we did.
Well, it was over $4,000 in overtime.
A lot of good comments on the scraping and everything this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather helped us out
Yeah,
this
the weather.
time.
Yeah, this time was like, yeah,
It didn't get as cold. We had time to scrape it off before it got so cold the salt wouldn't work.
Well, y'all had your plan, we talked about it last month, you had your plan, you're gonna let it get on the ground and then knock it off that night. And
We went out and pre-salted a lot of places that's bad, that gets bad. That might have helped a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, this year, because last year, that's when it snowed and then got super cold after. This time, we didn't get that super
Yeah.
cold after it, so it let you, yeah. Because last year, you packed down and it just froze and you couldn't, yeah,
Benton had the grader out.
That's
there.
what- yeah.
They barely peeled it up.
yeah.
Yeah, there was only about an hour out of the day that you could really plow it. The rest of the time it's froze so hard it wouldn't cut.
Yeah, I
it.
remember last year talking to you, you went down Miller's Crossroads or something. No, you done one lane and then came back and do another lane or something, then it froze
Froze
up.
so hard it wouldn't cut it.
You wouldn't cut it. That's bad when a road grader won't.
Yeah.
well, best I recall, Coffee County went back to school 2 or 3 days before the rest of the counties around did.
Yeah,
Which I know some of them's got more mountains, but we got plenty of hills and such
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
I don't guess the kids like that too good.
There was a lot of good comments made in the communities about your service.
Well, I gotta say we got lucky this time.
We did.
We usually spend way more time and way more salt. I think last year we went through a whole shed full of salt
Whole shed.
and then filled it up again and used another, and still didn't do the job we did this time. It worked out. The weather
Right.
worked to
Yeah.
our favor this time. Probably a whole lot more overtime last time too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Way more.
Yeah, we was a week or two. And I gotta give it for those guys out there plowing. They worked through the night. I mean, it was hard on them, and they didn't want to be out there, but they got out there and done their job. And you can't say enough about
Yeah.
somebody
right.
getting out there and trying.
That's right.
Yep. And we've been doing a little patching and ditching. We did a bunch of ditching. Over off Ramsey Road, Sears Roebuck Road. Been putting in a bunch of tiles. We went through a slow period, and now that's starting to pick back up.
JoJo's working on getting this dirt off the shoulders too, where the water can get on in the ditches,
Yeah, we're about to start that.
and he's been working on that some, and we got a lot of that to do. So we're gonna see if we can't get that. Helps our shoulders on the road
I was fixing to say,
if we can
one
get
of
the
the best
water out
things
of
to
the way.
save a shoulder,
Yeah.
get that water off of it.
Yeah.
One thing I have been in contact with, Mr. Keel, that you went out, you turn left before you go down to Noah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went out and saw him.
He still needs some help on that.
Yes, we're gonna shoot grade on it. We got busy that day and didn't go back, but we're going to.
Thank you very much. I'll pass that on.
That's about it.
That's all I got.
Anything, Arliss?
Nothing special.
Anything, Miss Carolyn?
I think we need one of the tile down Open Road.
Cleaned out.
I don't, it's just needs everything, so,
Which one is it?
Tim.
Huh?
Where Tim's is.
You know what is that?
I'm not for sure. Well, I can get old Tim. Will tell us.
It really I don't know, it's got, I think, separate parts under there. And I thought about, just going ahead and buying a longer one that goes in there.
Oh, okay. Sections.
Mm-hmm.
It's concrete then.
So whatever I need to do
Okay.
to help,
We can do that.
and we appreciate what you've done on the road.
We try.
One thing I did wanna mention, out, when you turn on 16th Model, see if you're coming from Murfreesboro,
Uh-huh.
there is a huge hole there. When you turn in there, if it's night, you have to be real careful.
Stays full of water.
Well, I don't notice that so much, but it's just such a big hole, and it's so easy, there's nothing
I
there.
think that's on the state.
We'll look and see.
We'll look at it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Anything else, Miss Carolyn?
I think, I appreciate, that's it, thank you.
Yeah, I don't have nothing against talking about patching day. I have had several people bring up with the proposed subdivision on Old Airport. And of course, the ones that know that I'm on the road, so I've been hit up by several people, you know, worried about traffic and, I mean, like I tell them, I mean, there's, on the roadside of it, there's, you know,
Well, me and Benton done a
there's
traffic.
there's not much, I mean, again, like I tell people, when you're working just on gas tax money and it all takes all your money just to maintain stuff, you sure can't, you know,
Well, you gotta really be careful about who you tell they can't run the roads. I mean, you can't really
Yeah.
tell anyone they can't use a road because
Yeah.
they're public roads, but.
Yeah, what if them people, I don't know much about their movement there, but if they wanna know how to run an effective, opposition to that, tell them go back and watch the Wilson County Commission meeting from December. Be about, if you watch it all, it'll be about 3 or 4 hours. Them people, that's the definition of community activism right there. They killed that thing.
Yeah.
Big development, and every one of their people was spot on. They didn't go over their time limit. Every one of them talked about a different thing.
Did their homework.
They did their homework, and they made the developer look like a pack of idiots.
man, I guess from being on the highway commission, that's where the county commission, needs to be proactive on, you know, making decisions. I mean, growth is coming, but you can't just, you know, on the roadside of it, you can't just, you know, take off for some roads and add a bunch of houses and then, you know,
Yeah.
look at, you know, especially when you got roads that are, you know, not as wide as you like for them to be, then you add a bunch of houses, you know, that's where, you know, but again, I don't know what y'all do, I mean, you know, and like that widening road deal, y'all talked about it some last night,
Very expensive.
yeah. Cause even where you have the right of way, like a lot of roads, you don't have no more right of way, you've used all of it, but I know like the best example, I know New Benetti, I'm pretty sure it's got a 50-foot right of way. Cause I own property on that road, but if you went to widen that road, it would take, it's like building a whole new road.
Yeah.
Time you got the ditches and dug to widen it any, cause the ditches are at the edge of
Just think about everybody's driveway tile you gotta move back.
yeah.
And if
Oh,
they've
it'd
got
be-
it paved, you'd have to pave it back.
Oh, it'd be,
Be a lot of money.
to widen a road, it would be a
Well, not-
expensive,
And
Not to-
utilities?
Not to mention, I was gonna say, the utilities, the cable and the water lines has probably all been put right next to the edge of the road.
yeah.
It's really unusual for me and others too, all at once you see these, with all these telephone poles, and that's the first thing you see with the telephone poles, they're so close together.
But again, I've had several people bring up to me about that you know, cause again, they, you know, fussing about the roads and,
We did a car count, 24-hour car count. The first place we had it at was down at the bridge, which is between Bryan Road and the Covered Bridge Road.
yeah,
And in a 24-hour period, that's from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m., it was 610 cars. That's on the 127 side.
Yeah.
Then the second day, we put it out, which was at 2470 Old Airport Road. That's almost to the four-way stop.
yeah,
It was 439 cars. So people's turning on there to take a shortcut either to Hickerson or through Pratt.
yeah. Yeah. I guess that's the thing right
It's a
there
big
with,
difference.
with the cheese factory and people. What's amazing, I didn't realize it till several years ago, how much Asbury gets used. People coming from, like Grundy County, coming to Manchester, you know, coming down, you know,
There's a lot.
off the mountain and
Yeah.
coming and taking Asbury
Yeah.
into Manchester. It blew my mind to get talking to people, how many people they use, that Asbury gets used, you know, like a highway almost, you know, coming across there. So I don't,
And people still stealing our signs on that part of in that part of the world.
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment on that. I was talking to Shannon, he's kind of over the sign. He said he put up 2,800 signs, or he's got 2,800 signs located. And that's stop signs and curve signs and things like that. And I was thinking he said 700 or 800 road signs, road name signs. And
Good gracious.
along 127, they're really seeing a big, lot of them getting taken down, not just a few days after they put them up there.
Huh.
127 seems to be the worst part of the county, so.
you got probably one individual that's
Yeah,
working.
sometimes they won't last 2 days.
That stop sign coming out of Grundy there, what road is that? Where it comes into 127.
I know I can't. There at the hill right there.
Yeah.
I can't think. I know.
I mean, they was a period a week or so ago. He was putting it up just about every day.
Man, that needs to be there. I mean,
There
Yeah.
needs to be a camera there or something.
Stop sign.
Yeah. One day they got pulled out.
That would help somewhere, I think, if we were allowed to do that, or someone was allowed.
I don't know if, you know, on the camera, if the sheriff's department, if he had a spot that was pretty hard, if the, you know, if the sheriff office
He
had,
told us we could do that.
but,
And we have tried that,
We have tried that.
yeah.
and didn't catch anybody.
No.
We did catch something this month, a beaver that was building their beaver dam in our cross tile. Old JoJo caught one.
Yeah.
And we got our trap set again. So I'm hoping we get another. We got to keep them out of that cross tile. They're flooding the road.
We've gone out there 15, 20 times a year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're a mess. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do something about them.
Anything else? Guess we need to set our next meeting date,
March the 5th.
March the 5th. 3 o'clock here at the Administrative Plaza. Any other business? Not seeing any, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Arliss, I'll second it. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Well, we're adjourned to March.